Alright guys, in this video, we're going to be going over why majority of players will never see the leaderboard because they're not maximizing on their stat potential. Now this video isn't going to be the classic, oh you need to put your champion on, or oh you need to swing your sword in a Dura, but everybody knows these things, right? I'm going to be telling y'all what leaderboard players do to separate themselves from a regular player. And I already see y'all typing in the comments saying, oh I don't see you on the leaderboard. I just started this game like 3 to 4 days ago and these guys have been on for like 2 to 3 weeks already. Like it's not a fair competition, but give me like 1 week and I'm gonna be on there, guarantee at least at top 100. With all of this out of the way, let's get into the video. Now the first thing that leaderboard players do to separate themselves from regular players is not using the auto train feature. Now if you're a little confused what the auto train feature does, it's kind of like self-explanatory. You just like auto punch, auto like sword swing without you having to manually click. Now the problem with this is that the auto train is actually slower than you just manually clicking, and by a lot. So putting them both side by side, manually clicking and then the auto train, you can really like, I don't even have to slow it down and you can see like it's slower. Now you might be saying, oh it can't be that bad, it's only a little bit, like it's not a big deal. You're completely wrong. So basically the auto train, I left it on for a minute and it got 42 sword ticks. However, the manual one with the auto clicker got 53. That's a 29% difference. And in like 24 hours, that 29% difference really makes it like a really big impact. I have the stats up here showing what you would get with the auto train if you're to do it for 24 hours versus the manual. And the gap is like huge. You can see it right there. You're just missing out on free performance. Now, if you're on like mobile or maybe you're on console or something like that where you don't have the easiest access to like getting auto clickers and stuff like that, the auto train is a good feature. However, if you're on PC, there's no excuse for you not to be using the auto clicker. Another tip is if you have an auto clicker and you set the milliseconds to 1050 and then you put it on your tracker, you actually get 22% more gains over the manual one. Another thing that leaderboard players do over regular players is that they abuse the server boost. So if you're confused, basically when you're at spawn, there's like this little area where they have the server boost thing. As you see, it has all right here. It displays how many minutes are on it and all that. Now if you already clicked on it, you probably seen the price tag. You only get an hour for 150 Robux. So if you try to do this for like 24 hours, you have to spend 3,600 Robux. And if you're thinking of buying this for the entire week, you're going to be like bankrupt. You're not affording this. And if you think the leaderboard players are paying this like extraordinary price, no they're not. What they're doing is they're going into servers, VIP servers with like 20 different people, and they each split the cost. So one person will boost every 24 hours and they'll just keep doing that. So instead of spending like 3,600 per day, now they're only doing 150 per day. So they're just saving costs. And boost like just flat out give you a 50% boost to all your stats. So if you're not doing this, you're probably never going to get on the leaderboard. Now these aren't secret clubs or nothing like that where you have to like sacrifice something in order to get in. All you have to do is just go to the Discord, the official Discord in my description. You go to the VIP channel and then you just look at the people advertising. You're not going to get in for free. You're probably going to have to boost like once and then they'll let you stay for like 24 hours. So this is like a huge way leaderboard players separate themselves from regular players. They're just flat out getting 50% boost. And not only are they getting the 50% boost from the server, regular boost that you buy from the shop also stacked with the server boost. So they're flat out just getting double your performance if you're not doing this. Now unfortunately, I don't have any more like major things that leaderboard players do to like get a head start over you or get an advantage over you. However, the rest of the video I will be giving some useful tips that you may or may not know. So yeah, enjoy. First thing, make sure you join the official group that does give you like a 1.5 times multiplier on all your stats. Second thing, if you're buying things like the 2 times durability, 2 times strength, you want to make sure you buy the VIP game pass. I know the old game, it didn't like boost your stats, it didn't give you a multiplier. Now it gives you a 1.5 times multiplier, so you should definitely be buying. Another tip is if you're just spawning in and you see the champions at like the spawn point, do not buy these. These champions are not worth it at all. For example, we have Saitama with a 0.05% chance. You look at his stats and you're like, wow, that's like really good. You will have to unbox this 20,000 times and you will have to have 100 million shards in order to have a 100% chance of getting him. You're probably not gonna get him. And like the ones that are like 0.42 and 0.56, like for example Rengoku, he only auto trains 30% of your chakra and 70% of your sword. That's like really weak compared to all the rest of the champions. So definitely instead of going to the spawn and opening it, you want to come over here. This one only costs 15,000 and the champions are way better and it has better rates. For example, Boo right here has like approximately like a 30% chance of getting it, and it has really good stats on it. Comparing it to another one that's like 30% on the spawn, and it just doesn't compete. This one is just way better. Now the last tip I have for you is to make sure to get all the NPC boosts. Now you should know this at this point, but just in case you don't, each NPC that's around the map, we got the shinobis, you know, blue NPCs, all of those, they all give different types of drop rates for items, and you can use those items to boost your stats. Some of the items allow you to boost your stat gain, like overall you can get like 2 times stats from chakra and stuff like that. Other ones allow you to boost how much yen you get per minute. They're really useful. They are a little bit time consuming, but when you get them all maxed like I do, you get like a bunch of stats. Now if you want a more in-depth guide on how the NPCs work and what exactly they do, there's a content creator named Jazzy. He made a really good guide on the video. You should go check it out. I have it linked in the description. Alright guys, that is the end of the video. If you already haven't noticed, this video is only like 45 minutes, but I didn't want to just bloat the video up with a bunch of useless like tips, like oh you can swing your sword in a durability zone, or oh make sure to equip champions. Like everybody knows those things, everybody knows the basic tips, so I just wanted to fill the video up with useful tips. If you enjoy, make sure to subscribe and leave a like, and let me know what I should do next in the comments. And for the people looking for blox fruits, there is an up and coming blox fruits video that I'm working on, so stay tuned for that.